to, as you can see, a pretty decent density once again. Now keep in mind, this is still far from my old density, and if you look at some of my old videos, you can definitely see what I'm talking about. My density is... What is up guys, and welcome to Alpha Mode and my vlogging sessions. This is going to be the 8th installment of my vlogging update, where I just, vlog about my experience with different hair loss protocols and supplements. For those of you who haven't seen my other vlogs, I'm going to do a quick catch up. I've been on RU58841 for several years, and I'd gained quite a lot of ground in hair density and new growth with this compound. Then, back in December 2022, I decided to give Kinter's new project Pyrilutamide, or KX826 as it is also known, a run for its money, since all Kinter studies showed that Pyrilutamide would be far superior to RU58841 and also safer. And man, was that a bad decision. Within 10 weeks, I had lost nearly all ground I gained over several years with RU58841 and other supplements. Basically, in 5 years, I went from this guy to this guy, and then after only 10 weeks of Pyrilutamide, I went back to being this guy. So I started speculating a lot about what has gone wrong and where the problem was. But at the same time, I was in a hurry to fix the problem, since I feel really bad about how far I had regressed over the few weeks. Keep in mind that during the whole time I had also been on finasteride and had done my microneedling as well. So Kevin, there goes your theory on finasteride is enough for anyone. Well, nevertheless, I did the most rational thing and decided to go back on RU58841 to see if it could fix my problems once again. Although when I used Pyrilutamide, I did change one thing. I tried to use Anagen Inc's new K&B solution that they had just released. And since I didn't know if that was the problem, I decided to give it another go, since my own studies on K&B solutions really didn't add up to it being the whole problem. K&B solution is supposed to boost the uptake of the drug that you combine it with, but simple math says that 10 times 0 is still 0. So if Pyrilutamide didn't work, there's nothing for the K&B solution to boost the uptake up. So here's what I did. I decided to give the K&B solution another go, and due to the circumstances, me attending to university, lots of parties and so on, I really wanted to fix my problem pretty fast. So I decided to give Anagen Inc's new 8% RU58841 solution with 50% more increased strength compared to the standard 5% solution a go. And today, it's been 1 month since I started my emergency treatment to fix the damage Pyrilutamide did, or what it didn't do to my hair. And honestly, the results are just nuts. I can't say for sure if it's the K&B solution that did some extra magic, or the extra 3% strength that the RU solution has now, or if it's just a combination of the both. But the results are just out of this world. I've done a video before where I talked about whether I was a hyper-responder to RU or not. But as I said, these results are just insane. In 1 month, my hair density has gone from completely garbage to, as you can see, a pretty decent density once again. Now keep in mind, this is still far from my old density, and if you look at some of my old videos, you can definitely see what I'm talking about. My density is getting back, but it sure is far away from what it used to be when I was just doing the RU58841. So at this point, I'm just going to stick with the RU58841 at 8% strength plus the K&B solution and see how far things are going to take me this time, and if I can get completely back on track. Also, side note, I don't think that I've gained a resistance to the androgen antagonist as some has suggested in my other videos about Pyrilutamide, since that RU58841 is getting me back on track as far as things are going right now. So I even took a photo of me holding the date on Google search, since I thought that nobody would believe this, since I barely did believe it myself. even though the picture is corny as shit, I thought I wanted to share it as well. And before anyone asks about this, I'm going to post my whole protocol in a few days. So, you know, keep an eye out for the next videos if you want to know in detail what kind of combination I've been using for the past month to, well, more or less get my hair back on track once again. I don't know what happened with the Pyrilutamide, but as far as I can see on subforums, on Reddit and other places, Pyrilutamide just doesn't seem to work for anyone else besides Kinsa. I don't know what is happening, but it sure seems a little bit weird that Kinsa is just producing the one product after another with great results, but apparently people can't recreate the same results for themselves. I don't know what the reason is for that, or if Kinsa isn't disclosing everything that they've done in their studies, but I just know Pyrilutamide didn't work for me. RU58841 is definitely working for me once again. So I'm gonna stick with this and keep vlogging about what is going on with my hair density when I'm using different compounds. But I sure ain't going back on Pyrilutamide for a while now. So guys, take from this whatever you want. This is just my experience with the different kind of compounds you can use to restore your hair. And you know how the drill works. Like, comment, subscribe if you want more of this content. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.